Remember to subscribe to our YouTube channel at NDNTV Nigeria. Click on the subscribe button and be the first to get notifications.
We kickstart with a report on the conduct and outcome of the just concluded governorship primary elections of the People's Democratic Party (PDP) across oil-rich states of the region.
On Wednesday, 25th of May 2022, the People's Democratic Party (PDP) conducted its governorship primary elections nationwide to allow for the emergence of candidates in the 2023 general elections. Before this time, governors of three major oil-producing states in the Niger Delta, namely Akwa Ibom, Delta and Rivers, had disclosed their preferred governorship candidates against the wish of other aspirants and major power brokers in their respective states. But as things turned out, all three governors were able to pull strings to ensure victory for their anointed candidates in the PDP governorship primaries. In Akwa Ibom State, Mr. Umo Eno, a former Commissioner of Lands and Water Resources who was personally anointed by Governor Udom Emmanuel as his preferred candidate, emerged as standard bearer of the PDP. Eno polled 993 votes out of a total votes cast of 1,018 votes to beat his closest rivals Onofiok Luke and Akan Okon in the contest. The PDP governorship candidate in Akwa Ibom State at the end of the exercise said as the next governor of Akwa Ibom State, his administration would focus on development and not indulge in acrimonious politics.
We will not besmirk character or the reputation of our opponents. We will not indulge in unsanitized rhetoric. We will focus on the issues that will elevate and hold aloft the ideals of development of our unity and our common purpose and our common essence.
In Delta State, Right Honorable Sheriff Oborewori, Speaker of the Delta State House of Assembly, who clinched the PDP governorship ticket with 597 votes out of 824 votes, had dedicated his victory to God.
I'm very happy, but I've come to return the glory to God. He is the author and finisher of our faith. God has done very well for us in this state.
The outcome of the PDP governorship primary election in Delta State was allegedly stage managed by Governor Okowa to ensure victory for his preferred candidate, Right Honorable Sheriff Oborewori. One of the governorship aspirants, Kenneth Gbagi, had alleged that Governor Okowa paid huge sums of money to delegates to secure votes for his preferred candidate. In a letter dated 21st of May 2022 and addressed to National Chairman of the PDP, Chief Gbagi, a former Minister of Education, also indicated his withdrawal from the governorship race on account of alleged threat to his life. In neighboring Rivers State, immediate past Accountant General of the state, Similaye Fubara, a preferred candidate of Governor Nyesom Wike, defeated 13 other aspirants, including former secretary to the Rivers State government, Tami Dana Gogo, and immediate past chairman of the PDP in the state, Felix Oboa, to emerge as governorship candidate of the party. In his acceptance speech, Similaye Fubara, a dark horse in the politics of Rivers State, who polled 721 votes out of a total votes cast of 898 votes, said he didn't intend to contest the governorship election and therefore had no development blueprint for Rivers State at the time of his emergence as governorship candidate of the PDP.
I honestly don't know where to start. I wish I had planned this for 20 years, then I would have been more prepared. And the truth about it is, grace is at work. I can't tell you I've prepared a manifesto. It's not a night of manifesto. And it's a night to tell you we are going to work together to sustain the special and wonderful things this present administration has already done for us.
For his part, Governor Nyesom Wike maintained that whoever emerged as governorship candidate of the PDP, no matter how unpopular such a candidate might be, would be elected as the next governor of the state.
We are not the candidate. There is nothing we can do about it as our candidate. With the performance of administration, with what we have achieved in this state, there's no candidate that PDP will present that will not win election.
In the conduct of the PDP governorship primaries in Akwa Ibom, Delta and River states, governors of the 3 oil-rich states allegedly used huge sums of money to woo delegates. In Delta State, for instance, a certain delegate identified as Tina Umokoro was recently congratulated on Facebook for purchasing a new car with proceeds from the PDP governorship primary election. In his reaction, Chioma Agaruka says all those who sold their conscience in the just concluded PDP governorship primaries in the Niger Delta would have themselves to blame in the long run.
Tomorrow, the same persons who have collected this money and vote against their conscience will be the people to cry out for that, they are not getting the dividends of democracy as it's supposed to be.
While the various camps of incumbent governors in oil-rich states of the Niger Delta are still basking in the euphoria of victory, there are fears that the conduct of the PDP governorship primaries in their respective states will most likely impact negatively on the process and outcome of the general elections, where the losers will attempt to vent their anger. The expected outcome of the entire scenario is an attempt by the feuding parties to secure victory at all costs, a situation that could result in an unbridled violence during the main elections. Only time will tell how the entire episode plays out in 2023.
Inside the Niger Delta,